So, here he is. Finally, after, I think 4 years, we finally have a new Majin Vegeta. Excuse me. It was after the second anniversary of the game that we got LF Majin Vegeta. And aside from the free-to-play one, if we're not counting free-to-plays, that was the last Majin Vegeta that we got. Now, obviously, I'm using a different image, of course. The actual image for the Ultra Majin Vegeta looks way cooler than this. If you're asking me why I'm not using that, I'm trying to be original, guys. Sorry. I know everybody else is going over it. Now, let's address the title of the video. I know what you guys are thinking. Base Brawler, Majin Vegeta is just one of the coolest moments in the show. This and the father-son Kamehameha, or the family Kamehameha, is what got me into Dragon Ball. Majin Vegeta and the family Kamehameha. So, I can completely understand why you guys would want to forfeit your Legends Fest savings for Majin Vegeta. However, I'm going to tell you guys something right now, and I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, and again, I say this a lot in my videos. Despite what I say, do whatever you're going to do. It's just, I'm trying to kind of give you some advice on, I guess, the smarter way to save in this game. I'm going to tell you guys right now, for those of you that, if you really, and I fit in this category, I'm probably going to do a multi myself. If you really want Majin Vegeta, because I've seen Goresh go over his kit, he's really good apparently, go for him. I'm not going to stop you. Nobody can stop you except for you. You're the only one who can make this decision. However, if you've been playing the game for a while, or even if you haven't been, I'd like to inform you of something for those of you who haven't. Legends Fest is going to have a character, maybe even the LF units alone are going to power creep this guy. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to happen. Majin Vegeta will probably still be about top 5 by then, but he's going to get power crept. Now, you may be like, oh, but Base Brawler, what if I want to enjoy this unit? You're telling me that I can't, in his prime time, enjoy the unit? Well, if you really want to do that, if you really want to enjoy him in his prime time, again, go for it. But I'm going to tell you guys right now. I spent $200 in this game a couple of years ago because when I saw Legends Limited, I assumed, okay, this character's not going to come back for a couple years. Or maybe even a year or so. Wrong. Ultra units, also, they come out a lot faster. They return a lot faster than LF units. I know from experience. And you may be like, oh, well, what about Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? He hasn't made a rerun yet. First of all, I think he has. I can't remember. I don't know for sure. But second of all, I've seen it with a lot of units. You just gotta wait. Probably during the festival, he's going to come back. I almost guarantee it. It's like a 90% chance he is going to return in the festival. So I'm telling you guys right now, just the whole point of this video, the whole takeaway is just be wise with your crystals for free-to-play players. For obviously, if you pay for the game and you have the money to spend, the money to blow, go for it. This video is not for you. This video is for the free-to-play or relatively free-to-play people or people on a budget that don't want to get shafted and then freaking complain that during the festival they have like 5,000 crystals. No, you don't want to be that guy. I'm telling you right now, save your crystals. Again, I myself am probably going to do a multi. Do a multi or two if you really want this character. Do 2 multis. But even, I'm not sure if you guys watch him, Andy 8 Gaming. Even Andy 8 Gaming says it. There's no pity system for Ultra units. There's no pity system. You could spend 100,000 crystals, not get the Ultra unit, and there's nothing. Oh, well, too bad. Sucks for you. So I'm telling you right now, keep some reserve. At least if I were to say, oh, Base Brawler, how much should I have saved over after this? Let's say I have 10,000 crystals, which again, that's a multi right there, 3,000. So you'll have 7,000 left over. 7,000 chrono crystals, guys, I'm telling you right now, is what I would save from this point. From him dropping tomorrow or tonight or whatever time he's dropping for you guys. Spend 3,000 chrono crystals. That's my general rule for how much you should spend based on in general. But if you have a bunch of crystals saved up, if you want to save, like if you really want Majin Vegeta and then you want to have some savings left over, I would go no less than 7,000 chrono crystals. And technically I could do that because I have 16,000 right now. I could do 3 multis and then still have 7,000 left over. But I don't want 7,000 left over for the festival, guys. You know who I talked about this in another video. I didn't release it. But you know who I think is really likely to show up in the festival? Ultra MUI. And I'm telling you guys right now, the LF MUI was busted. What makes you think that the Ultra MUI is not going to be busted? He's probably going to have endurance. Or potentially even a revival mechanic for all I know. Or a comeback mechanic. I think comeback mechanic is most likely. My theory is he'll have a comeback mechanic where once he loses his health, he'll do the, I'm no hero of justice or anything, but anyone who tries to hurt my friends is going to pay. That's going to be his comeback mechanic. I'm telling you right now. That's on paper. Or I guess on video. That's on video, me saying that. That's what's going to happen. Ultra MUI is going to be miles above this guy. And I hate to say that as a Vegeta fan, because I am a Vegeta fan. I want this character. But you know what? I'm telling you right now. He's going to come back later, and I'll have the opportunity to go for him again. But I'd rather have that, at least knowing that I went for the Festival Ultra, than going for a monthly Ultra. And again, I'm not saying he's bad. Do not take that away from this video. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, okay, let's say for example, and I know a lot, like some of you are vegetarians or whatever, just bear with me. Let's say for example, you had 2 meals. You had the option for 2 meals. The first meal was like, I don't know, some chicken, I don't know how to explain it. This is hard to explain because people have different preferences. But let's say there was like chicken on a roast or something, and then you had some really good sides and everything. Like you had a really good broccoli with some good seasoning or something, and then mashed potatoes and gravy or whatever. Okay, but then the other option you had was a freaking steak. I don't know, asparagus. You had dessert on top of that. You had a baked potato, which is similar to mashed potatoes. Again, bear with me. You had, like, I don't know, some bread along with it. And then you had some, like, you had your choice of seasonings or anything. I don't know about you, but I would go with the second one. And here's the thing. You can always come back and get that chicken, is the point I'm trying to make. You can always come back to that same place and go, you know what, I want to try the chicken now. That's all I'm trying to say. And you could argue, oh, but Base Brawler is a video game. It's not the same thing. The comparison isn't really valid. Well, that's the best analogy I could come up with at the time. Another example is, okay, let's say there were 2 cars in front of you. One car, no, that's another bad example. Or not really great example. The point I'm trying to make, guys. The point I am trying to make. Do not go buck wild for... If you've been saving your chrono crystals, do not forfeit every single one for this guy. That's all I'm trying to say. And I know some of you are like, oh, it's common sense. But no, seriously. I've had moments where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to save. I'm just going to do like a multi or whatever. And then I end up wasting all my CC. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That happened with Ultra UI. And then a couple months later, I got him within like 2 multis. Or, you guys saw the video. I got him like, yeah, with 2 multis. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I apologize for the background noise. I'm outside currently. This is kind of the most solitary place I can record right now because I also have to take care of something at the same time. So, anyway,